Hello everybody, my name is Ultimate Player, and today I'm going to be talking about most likely one of the most ridiculous fights I've ever heard of. It's between not One Punch Man. It's between Goku and most likely one of the most powerful enemies in all of regular show. In all of regular show, which was in the regular show movie, aka a gym teacher for some weird reason. It was a gym teacher. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I don't know. Maybe his name was Mr. Doctor whatever. Somebody put his name in the comments, please. Please. Somebody, what was his name? Doctor or Miss past gym teacher from the regular show series. Now this is I gotta hang on. I'm gonna pause the video. I'll be right back. I'm back. As I was saying, this is between Goku and a past gym teacher of Mordecai and Rigby. Somebody put his name in the comments below if they actually seen the regular show movie or know the regular show series just backwards and forwards or some bullcrap. I don't freaking know. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I don't care. But this is the two combatants. Now, regular show with Mordecai, Rigby, Benson, Skips, literally almost every character in the entire series, and let alone every enemy that they've ever fought in the entire series. When you put them, now, as far as I go, it's the enemy, I think, that created something called a Time-nado. It's a tornado made out of time, which doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the name of this video is going to be Rigby, Mordecai and Rigby's old teacher, until I can actually figure out what the name of this character is. Once I find out the name of the video will change. But until then, this is what this is. This is what this is. It's gonna be Mordecai and Rigby's old gym teacher or some bullcrap. I don't freaking know. Or some bullcrap. I don't freaking know. I'll figure out the name when I get to it. When I get to it, but that's not what this is about. This is about a fight between Goku and this dude that created a Time-nado. Now, as far as I go, I don't see how this a fight. Because how this is, I don't see how this a fight. Because when you fight, because dude that created a Time-nado, I'm gonna say that he's somewhat, maybe solar system to universal at the best. Maybe somewhere in between those lines. He's definitely planetary. And maybe solar system. And he's definitely planetary, solar system. Maybe universal. But here's how this, even if the dude is somewhat universal, I'm not sure. Maybe he's somewhat multiversal, I don't know. Freaking, what did you do to create a Time-nado? You're somewhat maybe universal at the best. Maybe you can destroy a universe. But Goku can destroy multiple. This fight doesn't make any sense. Because Goku is easily multiversal. He can, if we lowball Goku, he's easily multiversal. Goku and Beerus even once almost destroyed the entire macroverse with nothing but their fight. So, and also, as far as Goku goes, Goku can lift in the trillions. Goku is beyond light speed. Goku can take a whole black hole and keep fighting. Goku is multiversal. He's even faster than light speed. He's strong. I'll admit, maybe this dude and Goku are on somewhat equal terms in strength. But Goku is way too fast. Even though you created a whole time NATO, which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how on earth any character was able to do that. I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I literally have no clue. I don't know how you were able to do that, but however you were able to do that, good for you, man. You created a time NATO. Somehow. You're an idiot. You created a time NATO somehow. Out of idiocy. Out of idiocy or something. Now, as far as I know about this dude is out for revenge against both Mordecai and Rigby. So basically what his plan was to literally, he built an army and wanted to erase all of time, pretty much, or get to a certain time period that Mordecai and Rigby had it good, or something like that, or maybe it was a time period where Mordecai and Rigby maybe got all the girls in high school. I don't freaking know. The thing is literally all over the charts with that. But the thing is, when you put Goku up against this dude, Goku, 1, is too fast. 2, even though he's multiversal, even though that he's somewhat universal, the things that make him universal is that over half his body, I think, almost over half his body is, over half his body is machine, and the only real thing that he has going for him is that he built such machines that he can come back to life if he dies. His thing allows him to come back to life when he's dead, when he dies. However, all Goku has to do is literally get him into an endless dying skip, pretty much. Like he'll literally go into a repeat where he'll die, he'll come back to life, and then immediately die again. Which you either need that, or you need to get him to a point, or you might just have to find a way to destroy him completely. Just outright. Because he was fighting. Because the reason why I say he's somewhat universal at least is that he was fighting pretty much the entirety of the cast of regular show. That means he was fighting Mordecai, he was fighting Rigby, he was fighting Skips, he was fighting Benson, he was fighting pretty much the entirety of the cast of the regular show with ease. The entire cast. That's why, if you want to highball him, yeah, he's universal. I say that he's somewhat solar system, but if you want to highball him, I'll give it to him. He's universal. Goku can easily defeat him in multiple ways. He can use Mafuba. He can use Mafuba and seal him away. He can punch him in outer space. Blast an energy blast at him. He can literally, because here's the thing, Goku can take a whole black hole and they both can take a whole black hole because he was in a time NATO and was somehow still fine. And was somehow still fine. Still fine. He was just literally using the time NATO as some kind of joke. As some kind of joke, or maybe something. I don't know. He's weird. I don't know. He's awkward. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Honestly. Like, what do you want me to say? Honestly. Now, of course, when it comes to having a time NATO, now, of course, a tornado made out of time, which is nearly impossible. I don't see how on earth you'd literally have to start a tornado on top of time. That means that these characters were fighting in a place where time basically doesn't exist. Where time basically, like it still does, but basically, they're basically fighting in a time, in the space-time continuum. They're fighting in a place, or either that, or they're fighting in a place that time doesn't even exist. Or they're fighting in a place where time basically doesn't exist. Basically doesn't exist. Maybe there's places like that in real life, but none of us has found that yet. None of us has found that yet. Maybe like in a million years, maybe 1 million, 2 million, when humans become multiversal, maybe. When humans become multiversal, maybe. Maybe. There's a thought, but most likely impossible, but anything's possible. Anything's possible at this point. Or at least that's what I think. Yeah, at this point, anything's possible. Freaking aliens could come down from the sky and just whatever. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Goku versus this dude. Dude made a time NATO and everything. Someone who knows the regular show. Even though I was just watching regular show, I only watched up till season 3. Even though I was watching regular show earlier, I only watched up till season 3. I didn't go to season 4 because my mom was kind of mad. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's just me. I just wanted to watch some of my favorite shows. Like, now it's been a while since I've actually seen the movie, because the last place I seen it on was on YouTube, and I also remember a video called Oppa Gundam Style versus Summertime Lovin'. And it was the regular show. It was the same cut scenes and everything. It was the same scenes, but they replaced the original Snap song with the freaking... They replaced the original Snap with the Oppa Gundam Style thing. Somebody should recreate that, by the way. I'm actually the first person to recreate that on YouTube. I will throw a shout out to and stuff like that, but that's not what we're talking about right now. My point is that this dude, even though that his technology somehow allows him to come back to life, the two ways to beat him is that A, you can destroy him completely, which, hey, that's a guaranteed win right there. Hey, sayonara, I win. I win at that point. I beat you into a pulp. Into a pulp, bruh. I literally took you and beat every piece of your armor. Yeah, he's universal, but the only reason why is because he's part machine. And Goku, as far as I know, he's fought Cell, which Cell was pretty much a full machine. Was pretty much a full machine, or some orgasm that had every single character cells, and somehow they still beat the crap out of him. Congratulations, I guess. Oh. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know. Freaking Dragon Ball Z. It blows my mind how easily. However, this is basically Dragon Ball Z versus regular show. This is basically, well, that's what I'm gonna name it until I actually, I'm gonna say Goku versus regular show, because Goku could probably fight the entirety of the regular show cast by himself. He doesn't really need any help. Even with the dude that is basically multiversal, Goku can seal him away, blast him into so many pieces he can't regenerate, destroy him completely. You can do so much stuff compared to the people. Even the hammer, which I'm gonna say solar system. Yeah, I'll give the hammer solar system, without a doubt. Universal, nah, I don't see it. There's no way. I'll give him solar system maybe, but his weakness is projectiles. What do you expect? That's the perfect match right there. That's Sans versus the hammer. That's Sans from Undertale versus the hammer from regular show. Anyway, the thing is that when you put these two combatants in the same ring, even though that he's somewhat strong enough to fight Goku, dude is way too fast. Dude has way too many skills. Like, if he takes even one Kamehameha, because he's strong enough to take hits from Goku, but he's not strong enough to catch him. Like, he can throw all the attacks he wants. He can throw punches. He can kick him. He can try and throw punches. He can try and kick him. He can use his weapons to try and, shoot the dude out the air. But the thing is that Goku doesn't really. But the thing is, when it comes to that versus Goku don't really care what Goku gonna do. Goku is, well, think about it. He's Goku. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Honestly. Like, it makes no sense. Why? Like, on one hand, I'm like, why would I care? On the other hand, I'm like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Goku outranks this dude from regular show, which I'm still gonna upload this video, but I'm not finna. And I will start like a whole Goku versus series and a character versus character series. Goku versus, when it comes to Goku versus, that means in the comments you can put anybody you want versus Goku. You can put anybody from any show you want versus Goku. I don't care if it's from Yu-Gi-Oh!, if it's from Hunter x Hunter, if it's from if it's from some other anime I don't know about. Heck, you could even choose freaking animes that literally show like Yuri bullcrap. That is literally a warrior from Yuri bullcrap. I don't care, bruh. I don't care, bruh. You can literally, that's the one series that you can put anybody against Goku. You can put anyone. You can put anyone. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You can put anybody against Goku. While with the character versus character series, you can put any two characters from any series against each other. You can put that in the comments, and first I will try my best to look these characters up, look up their skills, look up their powers, skills, armor, durability, whatever. I'll try and look that up, do research on it. I'll try and look that up, do research on it and everything. And then when I'm done with all my research and I actually have an idea of who would win that fight, then I'll come back and talk about it. Like, I'll watch the show, I'll look up all different types of Wikipedia and stuff on the internet and videos on YouTube about these characters' powers and skills. I'll literally look that up. So one series is just any character you want versus Goku, and then the other series is you can put any two characters up against each other. Even if it's Goku, like, you can even put, like, and plus, when I say any character, I mean any character. Even if it's just the gender, even if it's character that you completely made up, or if it's a gender bend version of a character that already exists versus the original character, or you can put like female Goku versus male Goku, or you can put female. You can literally put any character, even if it's out on the internet. You can literally put any two characters up against each other. Or if you want, you can even do like battle royales, you can do team battles, you can do all different types of crap. All different types of crap with the character versus character series. You can go crazy if you want to. If you want to. However, if it's a character that you made up, tell me about the character that you made up first. I want to know how powerful these characters can be. However, there is only one rule. And that rule is no characters that are basically invincible. So you can put any character. I don't even care if it's Superman. It's just that I don't really like I don't like putting characters in fights against characters that are basically invincible. Because if it's characters that are basically invincible, the other character is most likely going to lose. Like I said, with the character versus character series, you can go absolutely crazy. You can literally choose gender bend characters you can even make two different characters that have reasonable power and make them go against each other in a fight to see who would win. I will talk about any fight. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can do battle royales, team battles, you can do one-on-one fights, death battles, whatever the freak. It doesn't matter. Whatever freak. It doesn't matter. You could even make a multiversal version of some of the characters from regular show. You can even do, like, you can make a multiversal female version of Rigby versus just regular Rigby. I don't care. I'll talk about that fight and how, even if it's a fight that doesn't make any sense. Like I said, with the character versus character series, you can go absolutely wild. Just you can do almost literally anything. Like, you can do characters that already exist, like the Alien or Rig or Gon. You can do Killua, whatever. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as the character is, has reasonable strength and is not crazy. And it's not just, has like invincibility. It's just bonkers. It's just bonkers. And let me say something before I end this video. Most people think that Superman, which I'm not really good enough to edit. At least not yet. At least not yet. But there are people that think Superman is invincible, which for me, as far as I'm concerned, I think anyone that says that he's invincible, you're crazy. Anybody that says that Superman is invincible, you're crazy. You're crazy. No, seriously, you're insane. You're insane. Now, let me give you a couple reasons why Superman is not invincible. He's nowhere near it. He's nowhere near it. Think about Darkseid, for example. Darkseid did not use no kryptonite to fight Superman. Okay? And basically, he's some sort of god or something? That's what that is? Okay. He's some sort of god. And yet he didn't need freaking kryptonite. Like most people say, oh, his only weakness is kryptonite. It's like, no, it's not. He can still get damaged. It's just that when you punch him and it's not with anything that has to do with kryptonite, his energy, his then solar-based energy or some bullcrap. I don't remember. His solar-based energy will then decrease, which then I have the perfect solution. Just fight Superman at night. That's where the sun ain't even in the sky no more. Sure, the light of the moon is, is shown up by the sun. Pretty much. Yeah. The sun may have that. May shine on the moon, but it's not enough sun to give him enough power to regenerate. Just either fight him at night or do more damage than the energy he's able to get from the sun. Like, that's my thing. And most people think that Goku would lose to Superman. Which, this fight, I must say right now, is absolutely ridiculous. When you fight Superman, okay? Think about it. In almost every single, video games are not relevant. Video games are not relevant. In almost every single movie that we've ever seen Superman in, that means the fight against Thanos, which apparently a lot of people think Thanos would beat Goku. Which apparently a lot of people think Thanos would beat the living balls off of Goku. However, here's the main problem. Here's the main problem with that statement. It's how the Infinity Gauntlet works. The Infinity Gauntlet can, with the snap ability, like he can use almost every other ability, despite what the universe is. But the snap ability, you can only use that ability if it's in its respective universe. If not, you can do that all you like, it's not going to do anything. It won't do literally a gosh darn thing. It literally won't do anything. The snap ability only works if it's in its respective universe. If Goku and Thanos are fighting in the Dragon Ball Z universe, the Infinity Gauntlet snap ability, where he takes out over half the population, won't do anything. Won't do anything. There's only one real way for him to use this snap ability in almost any dimension, and that's for him to make a literal thing for the literal same gauntlet for every dimension. For every dimension, every universe, there's nothing like, but from what I've seen, there is nothing. There is nothing that is ridiculous. You are literally, like, anyone that says that is literally ridiculous, because that is insanity. That is insanity to even try. You can't put Goku and you can't put Goku and this dude in the same area, even in the same area, because for the snap ability, first off, it depends on what universe these two are fighting in. It really depends, because if he's able, because the snap ability for me is literally the only way that Thanos can really beat Goku, and even then, that's a really slim chance of that happening. Because here's the thing, if once it comes down to Goku versus Thanos, Goku almost destroyed the entire Macroverse with nothing but fighting Beerus. That is ridiculous. That to me is ridiculous. Compared to, like, Goku, I'm pretty sure fought the entirety of his own crew. The only one that he really didn't fight is Gohan. And even that was, well, he did fight Gohan, but he lost. But even Gohan, his own son, lost. Well, actually, that actually makes sense. If it's father versus son, unless the son is right, usually with sheer strength, the father is stronger because he's been around longer. He's been around longer. So that makes sense to me. But every other character from even Frieza, which I'm gonna point out real quick, the fight between the very first fight between Goku and Frieza is my favorite fight, because once it came down to Frieza versus Goku for the very first time, that was when the whole Super Saiyan thing was literally off the charts. Because back then, even when they first landed on Namek, the whole Super Saiyan thing was just like, a little Vegeta thing. That was a Vegeta thing. That was something that gave Vegeta hope, and all the bullcrap, he literally had that for like a hope thing. That was Vegeta. That was all Vegeta. Like, when it came to the Frieza Saga, the Super Saiyans were the very thing that he kept talking about. And people literally did not have any idea what Vegeta was talking about. Because when it came down to it, what the freak? Like, there is most likely nothing that is going to do anything. Because when most people first thought of Super Saiyans, they were like, what the freak is a Super Saiyan? It's a Super Saiyan. And then when Goku went Super Saiyan, blonde hair, blue eyes, and angry attitude, everybody was like, oh my god. Everybody stared in awe. Like, everybody was like, oh my dear lord. That's what a Super Saiyan is. That's what a Super Saiyan is. Complete, like, everybody just stared. They were just like, that dude's insane. That dude's insane. How did he get... You're like, that dude's insane. How did he get... How did he get this bullcrap? Like I said, when Goku first went Super Saiyan, that was my favorite moment. That is still my favorite moment. Up till this day. Up till this day. Like, I can talk about that for hours. Hours on end. Hours on end. It doesn't matter. Hours could go by. I don't give a frick. I don't give a frick. I could literally talk about that forever. Forever, but I'm not going to do that because that would be a boring video. That would be a boring video. Just me yelling at the computer about Goku. About Goku. This is Goku versus Mordecai and Rigby's old teacher. Not Mordecai and not me sitting here talking about Goku. About Goku, even though that's what's happening right now. Right now, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god. Okay, so when it comes down to it, Yugi is... Now, for me, I dislike... Like, that was my favorite moment of all time. Like, when it comes down to it, there is zero I like more than that. Because when you put Goku, when you put me up against such powerful odds, it's going to be quite the battle. Because it's going to be quite the battle. Anyway, my point is, Goku wins this fight. By a long shot. By a long shot. There is nothing that this dude could do. Unless his technology is able to detect ridiculously fast flying objects that can move around at the speed of light. Or he's strong enough to stop a spirit bomb. There is nothing that he can do to fight Goku. The winner of this fight is Goku. Like, Goku is multiversal. He's ridiculously overpowered. He can do all of this other bullcrap that this dude has never even heard of. Never in his life. Never in his life has he ever heard of a Mafuba or Kamehameha Wave or Ki Control or anything like that. And most people think that Goku is somewhat on the same level as humans because it's somewhat... And some people think that normal human projectiles, like bullets and all the bullcrap, can hurt Goku. That's not 100% true. the only reason that that Goku got hurt by that laser in the first place is because Goku was off guard. He was not on his guard. If he was on his guard, that laser would have never hurt him. They want to be like, oh, he got hurt by a laser. Probably guns and stuff can hurt him. Like, no. That was the only reason. If he's off guard, yeah, a bullet can hurt him. However, if he's on guard, there's like he can listen. In the Dragon Ball Z universe, key control equals everything. Equals everything. That is a fact. Because the more key that you can control, the more key that you have, the more you can use key, the more destructive, the more powerful, the more you just pack a punch. Like, key control in the Dragon Ball Z universe is literally everything. The more key you have, the more powerful you are. The more destructive you can be. The more you can literally fly around, like the more you can literally fly around like you're a bird moving at the speed of light and nothing happening to you. Like, that stuff to me is ridiculously powerful. Ridiculously. That is ridiculously powerful. Like, this dude, he tried. Like, there is nothing I can do. Like sure, if you want to highball him, yeah, he's universal, and even then, there's nothing this dude can do. Even if he is universal, he's way too slow. There is nothing this dude can do. I rest my case. Goku wins this fight. If you guys have any other idea for people fighting Goku, or if you have a character versus character debate that you want to do, even if it's gender bend, whatever it may be, if there's another fight you want to do, I'm happy to talk about it, and I'm actually happy to do so. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out all the stuff that I've done on my channel. And as always, stay alive, my survivors.